Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. And we're going to continue on our path of the 8-limbed yoga path. And I'm combining limb 6, which is Dharana, and limb 7, Dhyana together, because once we get into the Dharana, it flows right into the Dhyana. So I think it just works better that way when they're combined. So Dharana, think about concentration, think about keeping your attention on one single place, or in this case, I'm going to have you envision an object or an image of something that you like, but you're not attached to. So if you lose it, you're not going to have a breakdown or something like that. So just have that there, and then we'll move into the Dhyana, which is a continuous focus on that object. So today's class, we're going to have a slower flow in the beginning, and then we're going to come down to the floor and have a little bit more of a juicy yin type style ending to the class, just to facilitate these limbs. So from here, let's start in a child's pose. And if you need knee cushion for the child's pose, you can bring in that folded blanket. And because this might be the first child's pose of the day, let's kind of do a little bit of movement here before we get in there. So maybe have knees about hip width apart and just come back a little bit and then come forward. And just come back a little bit, touching the pose and coming out. And we'll come back a little bit and come forward. Now, if you want to take your knees as wide as the mat or somewhere in between, turning them out a little bit, you can. They can also stay hip width apart or come together. And we'll sink back into your child's pose. Arms can be long in front of you or hands back by your ankles, you choose. And as you settle in here for a moment, so you're coming to that object or that image. And breathe and expand the rib cage. Maybe zip up from the pubic bone or behind the navel, belly button in. Good, and then from here, when you're ready, hands are gonna come underneath the shoulders. We'll come up from here. Good, find all fours. Good, and from here, just maybe go over to one side and then the other side. Just getting a nice little stretchy and movement here. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. And then from here, let's take a few basic cat-cows. Inhale on the cow. Exhale on the cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. So now we're going to put that cat, cow, and the child's pose together. So from here, make sure your knees are about hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, round through cat, sink back, child's pose. Inhale, round forward. I'm actually going to take my hands a little bit more forward and just come to a little bit of a modified up dog, little back bend. Watch that back, no crunchy. And round and take it back. And move forward and come into that low back bend. And we'll round. And round forward and come back in. Good. Now from here, good. Come all the way down to the belly. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to come into a sphinx. So I'm going to take my forearms forward, shoulders over the elbows are slightly behind them. Legs are going to be hip width apart, belly button in. Good. Now lift, press your arms and elbows into that mat. Maybe take the heart forward a little bit, shoulders in their pockets. Breathe and expand. So if you feel any kind of crunching in the low back here, you're up too high, just lower down a little bit. Remember, the first step in that Dharana is keeping that attention in the single place, choosing that object of focus. Maybe carefully selecting an object that does not disturb the heart mind. And when you're ready, we'll take that down. Good. While we're down here, we'll make the most of it. Take your hands a little forward into the side of the shoulders. Belly button is in. We'll do a little cobra flow. Big inhale, exhale, finding the baby cobra. Shoulders in their pockets, careful not to crunch. If that feels okay, maybe you can come into a medium cobra. If everything feels okay there, maybe a high cobra. And those of you that have it and want it, you can lower a little bit, tuck the toes, staying on the toes or coming to the tops of the feet, full upward facing dog. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll lower that all the way down. Good, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Coming into a locust variation now, hands coming back by the hips. Good, only the upper body, belly button is in. We'll reach and lift. And lower down. Belly button in, inhale, exhale, lower body only. And lower down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. From here, you choose just the upper, just the lower, or upper and lower together. Rolling shoulders back, big inhale, exhale, find your lift. And lower that down. Wiggle, 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 hands under the shoulders. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up into plank, shift back down dog. Everyone else can follow me through tabletop. Tucking toes, finding your down dog. You might have to adjust your feet or your hands, that's okay. So spread the fingers wide, rooting through the knuckles of the pinky, pointer, and thumb, pressing them then forward into the mat, head and neck are free. And then look down at your feet. Could you press evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds, hips, knees, and toes, and ankles tracking in that alignment. Now you might choose to stay here. You might choose to bend the knees and lengthen. Maybe walking your dog, bending one knee and then lengthening the other. And I recommend going slow there, get a nice stretch into it. And some might choose coming high on the heels and coming high on the toes and dropping the heels is what I meant to say. Good, we'll take stillness if you took movement. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Long spine, come to blocks, floor, shins or thighs. Exhale and we'll fold. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes. We'll rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and we'll lift. Exhale, hinge from the hips and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. Yep. Get that little hair on my mouth there. Good. So from here, when you're ready, big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank pose. Knees can be lifted or grounded. You choose where you need to be. Hold your plank, don't hold your breath. And then from here, when you're ready, good. Carefully lower that back down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. We'll lift, come up, look to the left, and come down. Then come up, look to the right, and come down. From here again, stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up into plank, shift back down dog. Otherwise, move back through tabletop. Find that breath. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take that 2 more times, a little bit quicker this time. You choose to take or skip your flow. Inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Breathing, stay with that focus. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale when we lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. From downward facing dog when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, we're gonna take our feet about hip width apart here. Big inhale and reach, 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 reach. Zip up through the front body, get that little standing back bend. Inhale, exhale, come back, taking arms forward. Now, beginners, you're gonna let your hips and your knees move with you as you open to the side. Those of you that want a little bit more challenge here, keep your hips forward, keep the twist in the torso. You won't go very far. The arms are forward, taking your gaze to your right hand, zipping up. Good, opening to the right. Beginners will look like this. Good. And come back to center. Inhale, exhale, open to the left. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Good. Let's find a little chair pose here. Good. So my hips, knees, and toes are going to track. I'm getting into my heels. I'm getting into my glutes. I'm breathing. Come back to that image or object. One that does not disturb the heart mind. And from here, we'll come up, reach, exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to come back to the prayer, and let me show you kind of where we're going to go here. So we're going to come into the chair. We'll take a prayer twist. Now, some of you will step a foot back and go right into that lunge. Others are going to skip the twist for time being, come down, take the foot back, and then find your twist, prayer twist or hand down. So do what you need to do there to make it work for you. Good. And so then from here, once we're ready, hands at center, inhale, exhale, find that seat, that little chair pose, prayer chair. Good. Now, those of you that are just going to step back and then twist, you're going to step your left foot back first. Those of you following me, get long, get deep, find that prayer twist to the right, open that shoulder back, step that foot back. So you're stepping the left foot back, right foot's forward. Inhale, exhale, coming out of the twist, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this one myself. From down dog when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take that to the other side. And I'm just going to come over here just so that my backside is not to you. So from here, whenever you're ready, feet are hip width apart, find your prayer chair. Good. Those of you that are going to twist after you step back, you're going to step the right foot back and twist to the left. Those of you following me, twist to the left first, then step your right foot back for the lunge. Really open up that left shoulder. Good, coming back to center, framing that front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From the down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, we're gonna do that again. We're gonna add on this time, so remember your modifications if you need them. So from here, find the prayer chair. Good. Inhale. Some of you are gonna fold, stepping the left foot back, twisting to the right. Others are gonna twist with me, and then step it back. Really opening that right shoulder. Good. From here, we're going to come down. We're going to frame that front foot. The back knee's going to lower here. Good. And then maybe we come up. Front heel is grounded. Maybe we can open into a back bend. Good. Taking it up, reaching. Plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Taking that to the other side. Inhale and lift. Exhale, find prayer chair. Good. Those of you that are going to twist after, step the right foot back, twist to the left. Those of you following me, twist to the left, step the right foot back, find your lunge. Open up that left shoulder. Stay focused on that object or image. Taking those hands back down, back knee's gonna lower. Good. And then maybe we'll take it up here. You can stay here or maybe open into a little back bend. Taking it up, reach and lengthen, taking it down, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From the down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, going into a new movement pattern here from the top of your mat. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, left leg's gonna lift 3-point, bending that knee, round forward, cheetah, hold one time, don't come past the wrist, press that mat away. Inhale, come back. Exhale, bend that knee, round, step, or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior, prop your back foot, find your alignment, heel to heel, heel to arch, or a little bit wider with the right leg. Rise, warrior 2. Good. Front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward. Watch your tracking, hips, knees, and toes. You should be able to look down and see that toe. If not, that foot needs to be more forward. Zip up through the front body, palms towards the ceiling. Let's lengthen that front leg, taking the arms up overhead. And for me, at least, when I do this and I look up there, I'm in a little bit of a balance challenge here. I kind of shake and quake a little bit. Good, and come back, warrior two. And we'll come up. And come back, warrior two. And 3 times. Reach, reach, reach. Now, the back arm's gonna lower, reach up a little higher, modified, exalted warrior. Good. Inhale, exhale, find warrior two. Cartwheel that down, swivel up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Always a little bend in the knees if you've got some back issues. Inhale, left leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Hands are going to come on the inside of that foot. We're going to walk that around. Good. Finding a wide-legged forward fold here. Watch your toes. Are they in alignment? Can you press to the outer edges of the feet so we're not collapsing into the inner arches? And from here, you've got options. So this might be where you choose to stay. You might choose to bend the elbow straight back and come down. You might choose arms in front of you, hips shifting back. Maybe you want the hands underneath here. Find what you like. Keeping a long spine, maybe a micro bend in the knees. And then from here, we'll gently come back up. Walk those hands around, framing that left foot. Front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Now from your flow, right leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee, round, coming forward, nice high cheetah. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Good. Warrior, prep your back foot, finding a warrior two here. We're just switching sides so my back side isn't to you. Good. Now watch your alignment, watch where you are. Good. Palms up to the ceiling. We'll lengthen that front leg. We'll reach and look up overhead. And come back, warrior two. And reach up and look overhead. And come back, warrior two. One more time. Reach up and look overhead. Good. Now back arm's going to come down. Reach up towards the ceiling. Modified, exalted. Inhale. Exhale, finding warrior two. We'll cartwheel that down. Plant the hands, swivel up the back foot. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this one. From your down dog, when you're ready, right leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Hands on the inside of that foot, walk it around. You're back in that wide legged forward fold. Now you can do the same thing here that you did before. You can try something a little bit different this time. Find what you need. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. We'll walk those hands back around, framing that right foot. Planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good, now from here, when you're ready, left leg's gonna lift 3-point, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. This is where some of you might bring in a block or two. You can have a block on each side. If you've only got one, have the block on the inside, and you might not necessarily need it. But we're gonna lengthen that front leg and come back into the bend. And lengthen and come back into the lunge. And lengthen. Good. Front hip is back hip is forward. I'm pressing back through the back heel is not grounded. I'm lengthening through the torso. I have an unlocked front knee. Your front hamstring will let you know if it's a good idea or a bad idea to fold deeper. Okay, so take it where you need to take it. Lifting back up, putting a bend in that front knee, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good, we'll take that right into the right side now. Right leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Bring a block or two in here, do what you need to do. Good, I'm lengthening the torso. I'm pressing back through the back heel. It's not grounded. I'm gonna lengthen the front leg and come back into the lunge. And lengthen, and lunge, and lengthen. Front hip comes back, front knee is unlocked. Again, your front hamstring will let you know if it's a good idea or a bad idea to fold in. Inhale, lift, putting a bend in that front knee, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From the downward facing dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come back to the breath. We come back to that dharana, that focus, that concentration. Good. All right. So for our balance challenge here, I'm going to show you a strap and a no strap option. I'll just kind of put this here. So modified balance without a strap. Maybe you're just bending the knee. You can choose to come out to the side. You can come back in. Maybe you choose a little twist here. Those of you that can reach the foot or yogi toe, good. Maybe you come here, coming out to the side, maybe coming back in and opening up. Whoops, maybe not. I would have to modify that today, but you can always bend or bind and find your twist. Good. So with the strap, you can come here and hold yourself and come out to the side, switching hands, finding your twist. And same thing, you can take your leg up high here or lower. What I'm going to say though is that if you are not real stable with or without the strap, when you're lower, you will not magically become more stable if you take it higher. So we don't go on to the next level, the next challenge, until we're stable and good in the more beginner part. So be mindful where you need to be there with or without your strap. Good. And when you're ready, I'm going to start on my left side this time. Good. Left leg balances, big inhale. Exhale, find a bend in the knee. Find a bind if you're going to do that one. You can stay center, or you can come to the side. You can come back in. I'm going to bend here. Good. Maybe finding a twist if you want one. And coming back. Shake out both legs, and we'll take that to the other side. So now your right leg is going to be your supporting leg, hip, knee, and toe track forward. Good. Maybe you're bent with or without the strat. Maybe you can bind. Maybe you can lengthen. Maybe coming out to the side. Coming back center. Maybe bending, releasing, or staying bound if you want to take that twist. And coming back down. Good. Shake out those legs. We're going to make our way to the ground and stay down there for the rest of class. So from here, big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. And once you find that down dog, you're going to drop down, find a nice juicy child's pose. Good. So as we're in that Dhyana, that focus, that concentration, once that no longer becomes fleeting, so you no longer have to remind yourself to come back to that, then you have moved into Dhyana, which is a more focused concentration. Some people call it meditation stage. And from here, when you're ready, good. We're going to come up to a seat. I'm going to bring my blanket back in here to sit on. You can have a strap or a block handy if you think you might need that. Good. Now from here, I'm going to take my left foot forward. We're going to come into Janusirsasana. I'm going to take my right foot in here. And some of you know that there is that more advanced one where you're coming here. We're going to be here a little bit more yin style and a little bit longer. So I'm going to discourage that one for right now. So I'm going to have you just come here nice and basic. If you know you can't reach your foot, bring your strap or your belt back in here. If you know you go beyond the foot, you can bring a block in here at any height or length, finding what you need to find. And from here, when you're ready, big inhale, exhale, hinge forward, and then take that fold. Breathe and expand into the back body. And so remembering that Dhyana is the centerpiece of turning inward that's necessary for that inner light of awareness. It's necessary for a good meditation. And from here, inhale, exhale, carefully come out of there. Before we go to the other side, just take a gentle twist in one direction and a gentle twist in the other. And when you're ready, we'll switch out our sides. So now left leg's gonna come, or right leg's gonna come long. Left foot's gonna come into that thigh. Good. Have your props as handy if you're gonna use them. And big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge forward. Good. And breathe into it. So friendly reminder, any pain, numbness, tingling, burning. You don't want to feel any of those sensations. So if you do, you always want to back off. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, walking out of there. Good. From here, we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So our legs are going to come out wide. So don't come at your absolute widest. Kind of come in a little bit here. So as your body settles in, it's got somewhere to go. And then from here, big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Stop where your body needs you to stop. As you settle in and breathe, your body might want to sink deeper on the exhales, and if it's safe for you to do so, you can. And that focused concentration. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk that back up. Good. Taking the peace fingers and coming back here. Good. So I'm going to turn to my side. Now, before we come onto our backs, I'm going to encourage you to have a block handy. Oh, already had one back there. And your strap handy back here. But from here, before we go there, take your feet wider than body width apart. And take your hands on your shins right below your knees. Now from here, just kind of lengthen and take that chest forward. And just do a little round. So hands are gonna stay right where they are. Good, and come forward. And we'll round. And come forward. And we'll round. Now from this round, if you can, release. And we'll roll all the way down here. As you come down, take your knees into your chest and rock, rock, rock side to side. And if the low back would like a little bit of a massage right now, take your hands to your knees and take some little circles. So remember that Dhyana, that continuous focus. It occurs when that single idea is pressed into the heart mind, and it's the only thought that you have going on in there. And then from here, we'll take this down. From here, we're going to come into a supine Baddha Konasana. So we're going to take the soles of the feet together here. Knees are going to go out to the side. Heels are going to come towards the groin. Now, if that's not for you, come to a happy adult. So just let the feet release and hold on at the shins. But wherever you're going there, could you find some length from crown to tail? Good. From here, we'll gently release, feet to the floor. I'm going to give you a couple options for a bridge. You can take hips, knees, and toes, hip width apart, and press up, hips towards the ceiling. Or if you want something a little bit more relaxing, take your block to ranch house or townhouse setting, just so that both sits bones and the tailbone can be supported. This is the one I'm going to choose. And you can have that right under the tailbone. Okay, now those of you that didn't use a block, roll your shoulders back, press evenly into the feet, lift the hips up to the ceiling. We're going to breathe. Good. Now, those of you that didn't use the block and just lifted the hips to the ceiling, if you want to roll the shoulders under and bind the hands here for a little bit more of a heart opener, you can. Otherwise, you can just be. And those of you that took the block less bridge and bound the hands, you can undo and carefully lower down. Those of us that took the block here, lift the hips up, remove that block, and carefully come down. And then we'll all take the knees into the chest. Good. We'll place the feet back down onto the floor. Good. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. For some of you, this might be the end of your journey, a figure 4 on the side. Others are going to bring this in for a little bit here and maybe rock side to side or be in stillness. Dhyana, the focused concentration, your image or object. When you're ready, we'll take that down. We'll undo, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here if you need to do that. And then we'll take the left ankle over the right knee. For some of you, again, this might be the end of your journey here. Otherwise, you're welcome to bring this in as close to the face as you can. Maybe you choose stillness, maybe you choose a rock. And we'll carefully come out, undo, and we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take that strap. Strap's going to come in the center part of the right foot. Good. You have a strap in each hand. The left knee can be bent or extended along. It depends on how you feel in your back. And when you're ready, good. We'll bring that leg in towards the face. Keep a micro bend in this knee. So what I mean by that is we just don't want it to be locked. So here's a locked knee. Here's an unlocked knee. So be unlocked. And from here, we'll release. Good. Both hands are going to grab those straps. Big inhale, exhale. Both hips stay grounded. Take that right leg out to the right. So you can find your sweet spot here and move that around. You can keep this left knee bent. If it's safe for you to do so and you want something a little extra, take that left leg long in front of you, foot's in flexion, so toes are towards the ceiling. Left arm comes long behind you and reach from the fingertip to the heel on the left side. And when you're ready, good. We'll bring that back in, switching out the hands, taking left leg long. Now, kind of wiggle around a little bit here and find your sweet spot. And you can find that arc over. You can choose to stay there, or you can take that leg, I'm too close to my wall, good. Or you can take that leg all the way over to a twist, keeping the leg in line with the hips. So we don't want it to flop on the floor. So if you need to take a block or a pillow or something underneath there to hold it, you can do that. Maybe looking to the right, full spinal twist. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. Put a bend in that knee. Good. And then we're just going to do a mid-air switcheroo here. So now that strap is in the center part of that left foot. Good. You can have a bend in the right knee, or the leg can be long. Do what feels good to your back. Then pull in. Breathe and expand. And release. Good. Both straps into the left hand. Good. From here, when you're ready, both hips will stay grounded, taking the leg to the left. Find your sweet spot over there. You can hang out right there, or if you want that oppositional stretch, take the right leg long in front of you, flexion in the foot, right arm long behind you, reach from fingertips to heel. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. And when you're ready, good, we'll switch hands. Right leg's going to come long in front, arc over, find your sweet spot over here, choosing if you want to stay here or take it all the way over into full twist, keeping leg in line with the hip, propping it under over something if you need to. Otherwise, you can look to the left, breathe and expand. Are you still with your object or image? And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. We'll remove that foot from the strap. Take the knees into the chest, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. If you'd like to come up and hug yourself, feel free. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we're going to set up for Shavasana. So kind of think about here as the heart mind concentrates on that chosen object or image, all the peripheral distractions gradually will fade away. Now, if you need help getting there, remembering you can let everything come long and flop open, some bend in the knees on your side or on your belly. A nice way to relax is to tense up the whole body and then slowly release. And maybe again, tensing up the whole body and slowly release from toe to head. Sinking into that space. Continuing with that focused concentration. Taking some deeper breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement of fingers and toes. Choose stillness or maybe bringing knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body lowered or maybe lift it up into one more full body hug. And choosing stillness or taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes, full body stretch, point and flex the feet, bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees, and you choose rolling over onto your right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need here. When you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Noticing how you feel. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 touching palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming back to that object or image of focus one more time. And taking thumbs to the forehead for good and true thoughts. To our lips for good and kind words. And to our hearts for open and loving hearts. Knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted. No gain is ever reversed. May you stay safe. May you stay well. May you have a wonderful day, week, month ahead. Namaste.